Hello my lovely health seeker, Inga from Health Origins here. So today I'm going to be making a vegan custard sauce, a vanilla custard sauce for the first time. I've got my apple crumble heating up, so let's hope that this vanilla custard works out. So let's begin. So I've got my induction hob here. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on heat milk option. And while we do this, I'm going to pour, so this is 450 ml of soy milk. If you can see this. Yeah, so it's just natural whole bean soy milk and water. So you can use other plant milks of your choosing. So that's 450 ml. So I'm going to pour about 300 ml. I'll leave maybe 100 ml in the jug so we can mix in the starch there. So I'm going to just pour most of it in. I left a little bit here. And into this we're going to mix in 3 tablespoons of tapioca starch I've got here, or in fact I'll probably not mix all 3 tablespoons because it says cornstarch. Maybe tapioca is a little bit stronger, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to just do about 2 tablespoons to start with, and then see if we need any more. So I'm going to just sprinkle it in. And into the milk while it's heating. I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar. So this is white sugar I'm still using up, but use, brown sugar if you like, or even maple syrup would work. So if you're using sugar, you need to kind of dissolve it. And I'm also using a pinch of salt as well. So I've added a pinch of salt, and you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. So 1 and 2. So this is vegan vanilla custard, so it'll be nice and vanilla-y. So just mix and heat that through to dissolve that sugar and the salt. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna mix this starch in here. I'll just use this spoon. So yeah, so original recipe calls for cornstarch. So you can use 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, or you can replace it with tapioca or arrowroot starch. That should work too. So we'll see how that works out. So basically you want to just, it gets stuck to the bottom. So yeah, you just want to mix it into a bit of the milk you left behind. And another thing you might want to add in here is a pinch of turmeric. So this is just a tiny pinch, maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon or so, just a little bit to give that yellow flavor, yellow color to your custard, and it will become more vibrant when it cooks as well. Just a little bit. So once the sugar is dissolved, we're going to add this starch mixture or a slurry to this milk and continue heating. Let me clean this up before it gets burnt on. So the milk is heating up nicely. The sugar, I can feel it has dissolved already. So I'm going to just make sure there's nothing at the bottom. The starch is not settled to the bottom. And then we're going to add it to the warm milk and mix it. So yeah, so you want to do the slurry. Never put powder into the hot liquid because you'll get clumps. You always want to dilute it in a cold liquid, cold water or milk, and then add to the hot pot, otherwise you'll get clumps. So just mixing this through and letting it get to temperature where it starts thickening with the starch. And you know, keep on mixing because you don't want it to get burned to the bottom. So it's been about a minute and a half or so, and look, it's starting to thicken out because it's getting to temperature. And with arrowroot or tapioca, all you need to get it is pretty much getting to boiling point, and you know, that's done. With the cornstarch, so there you go, it's actually saying it's to temperature, it's heated up. I'm gonna just put it on manual, on low for now. So with cornstarch, you kind of want to cook it for a couple of minutes, because basically you want the cornstarch, it needs a little bit longer than tapioca or arrowroot to cook through. Whereas this one, it's pretty much, I think, ready. Maybe give it another minute or so, and then we're going to be ready to taste. So I was so right, actually. We only needed 2 tablespoons of tapioca in this instance, or arrowroot you could use as well. It would have been way too thick if I put all three tablespoons. Once it cools down as well, it will thicken even more. Now this is hot, so it's quite, you know, thin as a custard, but like I say, once it cools down, it'll be even thicker. That is it. So I'm gonna switch it off because it's starting to really stick to the bottom quite a bit. So yeah, so that is it. This custard is now ready. So I need to pour it into a nice serving jug, and we'll pour it on our apple crumble and taste it. So look at this beauty. I'm just gonna pour it all over. Yum. So guys, I've got a taste tester for you. He's got the best of jobs, I tell you.
Well, we'll wait and see.
So this is vegan custard, so try custard alone, just so that you get the actual taste of it.
That's not bad, actually.
It's proper custardy, isn't it?
Creamy.
Yum.
It's very creamy.
It's definitely got the taste of custard, right?
Yeah. It's not like overly sweet. There's a hint of sweetness. Yeah. So it's.
You can, if you like your custard sweeter, you can add another tablespoon of sugar. But I think it's great, you know, because if you're gonna have it with desserts, isn't it? With the crumble, apple crumble, yum.
So good.
Isn't it? Yum yum. So this is a success. First time me trying it, but it's so easy, right? Now we can make this so easily every time we fancy it. And I can even teach you how to do it, right? So he needs to watch the video I just made and then he'll be able to make his own custard.
We'll see.
So
I have a busy schedule, you know, Inga.
Yeah. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. Share it with a friend that's struggling to find, you know, good vegan custard. And subscribe for more videos on my channel just like this. New experiments, new taste sensations. And on Sundays I do a cook along for weight loss show as well. And remember,
food is fuel.
And don't talk with your mouth full, right? So food is fuel, so be mindful of what you put in your body.
Bye guys.
Until next time. And this is how you consume custard, guys.
In a tsunami.
So, watch and learn. Sorry.
Mm.